Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a bliss-filled day. My day has been cleaning, laundry, running some errands. So it feels good for my place to smell good and everything to be clean. I like that. Hope everybody's doing well today. Thanks for spending some time with me. It's a cooler day today here in Northern California than it has been the last few days, so it's partly cloudy, kind of windy again this afternoon. I hope that you are doing well. Welcome to day 13 of 21 days to a more conscious life. And I figured I would piggyback off of yesterday's video on minimalism with consumerism today, which I spoke about just a smidge yesterday, but I figured I'd go into some more depth here today. We as a society, and I live in America, so my experience is from there. I have also traveled to other countries, so I feel like I have experience from other countries too, which I'll kind of bleed into this as well. And like I said yesterday, women and children are especially marketed to. And kind of since the industrial age, we have, in America at least, and probably other countries as well, have started acquiring more and more and more. And that can be with toys, vehicles, homes, clothes, shoes, makeup, household goods, decorations, collections, gardening stuff, tools. There's so many different ways that we are marketed to and feel like cell phones, right? Our devices, like feel where we need like the latest, greatest model of things. And while I think technology is a beautiful thing and evolution is a wonderful thing as well, I believe it's also important for us to consider the things that we are purchasing and bringing into our lives, into the lives of those who we live with, if we have children or spouses, significant others, whatever the case may be. And all of those things have energy, right? Everything's energy, and everything that we bring into our environment has an impact. And then when we are constantly exchanging this for an upgraded model, a lot of times we don't sell that stuff or refurbish or repurpose it, but it goes back into the environment, it goes back into our landfill. And a lot of those things aren't ever really going to break down. So being conscious of that and bringing some awareness and intention around the things that we're buying and bringing into our environment is important. It's definitely something that we want to consider as we're bringing things in. I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it's like winds of change. Yeah, and again, I don't, we can all have whatever we can have, whatever we can afford, whatever we want to go in debt for, because I know a lot of us are, that too, living beyond our means, to kind of trying to keep up with the Joneses, to, fill a need that is deeper than any kind of materialistic things are going to fulfill for us. And my purpose and point is more to point out, just bring awareness around what it is that we're doing, to have some conscious thought and conscious consideration around what we're bringing into our environment. Do we really need the things, do we need the latest, greatest iPhone as soon as it comes out, or iPad, or whatever, Samsung or Motorola, whatever phone you're using, without really a way for most of those materials to be recycled for most of us. So again, I don't think that having, whatever material comforts have is necessarily a bad thing, but when we're not consciously choosing and we're doing things to please other people or because other people have things and trying to fill a void within our own selves, I think that's where it's good to take a step back and consider what we're doing to the environment, what we're bringing into the lives of ourselves and others that are housing with us possibly, and really just having some awareness around our intentions. Why? Why do I want this? Why do I feel like I need this? Do I really need this? Compulsive shopping and, shopping because we're stressed, or, there's so many different things that we can do, right, to try and bring us happiness. And I definitely think the amount of things that we have far exceeds like what is necessary, what we need. And finding a balance between being excessive about things and bringing joy and purpose and livelihood and satisfaction into our lives is really I guess can be, like a heartfelt, and also just being responsible, right? And responsible in whatever way your soul calls you to be responsible, because that's going to be different for all of us. I definitely think that it's important to have some awareness around that, for sure. I know when I've traveled to other countries, like when I went to Italy, it was like, everywhere I went when I was in Italy, people had clothes hanging out, drying their clothes, and it would be like, 2 pairs of pants, 3 shirts, a couple pairs of socks, a couple pairs of underwear. And I know for myself, when I do laundry here in the States, it's much more than that, And I tend to do laundry every couple weeks. And, depending on what I'm doing, I'll wear my clothes more than one day. Sometimes. So, I feel like I use my stuff, but I definitely noticed a huge difference. Even when I went to Uruguay, those are other countries, one in Europe and one in South America, that when I look at the kind of the mass accumulation that I have or we have in America, it's definitely much different. And maybe because we're more modern and, a newer country, and, for so many years have been kind of looked at as like the leader in some ways. And to me, all the more better reason why it would be good for us to set a good example. It's so funny, the trees are totally like, oh, it's great. Letting their pods off still. So just bringing in some awareness around consumerism And, do I really need this? Is this something that I can let go of? Is this something that I can donate? Or maybe somebody I know that isn't in as good of a space as I am, that maybe could use some of the things that I have, those types of things. And make sure that the things that we have that we're buying, whether it's jewelry or clothes or whatever it is, books, that it really does bring a sense of happiness and satisfaction to us. Okay, so that's what I've got for today. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below too if you have something to say. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day or night or morning, depending on where you're coming in the world. And heartfelt blessings, everybody. Okay, bye-bye.